everybody. Welcome
Hello, NC.
to our second episode of the DGN showcase here. We got North Carolinian on. Where am I going? I'm going to point down this way here. Let's see if my hands go the right way.
Yeah, just diagonal.
Yes, look at that. And down.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yes, I am now in the game's headquarters, and I'm pouring myself a refreshment while I'm, it's professional, everyone, pre-show. NC was asking me, he's like, so what kind of beer you got? And I was telling him about Oktoberfest, and he said, you know who makes a good Oktoberfest? Samuel Adams makes a wonderful Oktoberfest. It is a wonderful beer. He is correct. So therefore, I feel like he is a beer connoisseur of sorts. Am I correct, NC?
Bit, yeah. I'm very picky because I socially drink. I'm not, a big old alcoholic. Hello, everybody. My name is North Carolinian.
He's lying. He's a huge alcoholic. No, I know it because I'm an alcoholic, and alcoholics know other alcoholics.
That's yeah. As he's sitting there with his beer. Like, yeah.
Cheers, Skol and Slancha. No, okay, so one of the things that I thought was really interesting about NC is he likes Assassin's Creed, and I'm a pretty good. I would say, like, I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan, but I like the franchise. And yeah, look at that. He's got the hat and everything. What was it about Assassin's Creed, do you think, that like really was it the storyline, or what exactly was it that you liked about Assassin's Creed?
Pretty much. I remember the first time that I got a glimpse of the story was my brother. He said, man, you got to check this game out, dude. And of course, back in the day when the first Assassin's Creed came out, that particular game at that particular time was the bomb.
Yes, I remember when that first dropped. Yeah, I remember when actually
now,
Assassin's Creed,
when you look
original,
back, it's like, wow, that game, it kind of stinks now, with the kind of controls that we have now, and the kind of fighting system we have now, kind of antiquated. But yeah, back then, yeah, right. When it first
Assassin's Creed,
it was
the original, it came in under the radar. Like Assassin's Creed kind of was like one of those games where it was kind of like under the radar, come in, but like it gradually like gained this momentum behind it to the point where like the designers were like, okay, we gotta get the next one out. Now there's so much, the franchise is so huge. What I really like about Assassin's Creed is like the story. Like I've always liked the storyline. I went to your stream the other day, so we had a raid. We raided NC, and this is funny because I was saying, oh, no problem. So like I went into the chat and we were talking about FPSs and stuff. This one dude in the chat, he asked NC, he goes, so what do you think about Fortnite? And I was like, I'm not. I know I can't wait, right? And then like NC's answer was probably the funniest answer. He sat there stone faced, like, and like thoughts were going in his head. I know he wanted to be like, this is terrible. This fork knife game is the most terrible thing ever. But like he was being political about it. Like I saw the way he was thinking about it, and he literally was just like, no, I don't get Fortnite. Like he was like, that was it, right? And there was nothing after that. And I was laughing when I was sitting there. I was just literally laughing. Like that was the funniest fucking response and answer I've ever seen in my life.
True.
And
very true.
Yeah, but then interesting thing is, then I said, hey, did you ever try Postscriptum? A couple of in the community of us is really big on Postscriptum lately. But then it was nice to see, because I got a little like kind of light into like what kind of genre NC likes, because he goes, I'm not too big on the cartoony stuff, which I can respect. There's a couple games I do like that's like that because of the art and shit, but like I get what he's saying. He's like, I'm not really too into it, but what he really likes is like smooth textures, rounded texture. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't like the kind of like the sharp angles of some of these games that they don't take as much time on texturing. So I thought that was quite interesting of like insight. What
he mentioned to me was, which I found quite interesting, is the first person shooters. Now, NC, you'll be better obviously explaining this one, but you were saying that they make you feel ill or like motion sickness, and when playing them or watching, you can watch people play them, but you can't play them yourself. And it was the same for like films that are like camcorder sort of thing. So what is the deal with that? You don't play any first person shooters, do you? Any first person games?
I don't know if y'all remember the Blair Witch Project movie.
Yeah.
That whole movie was shot in first person using a camcorder, and man, I came out of that movie sick as a dog, man. I was just like, oh man, somebody give me a bucket, dude. Blah, and blah, you know.
So you like the
And
third
so-
person experience a little bit better too, as well, right?
Oh, a whole lot better.
I noticed you play like the Division. I saw on your channel one time. I was watching that for about an hour or so. Like I really enjoy. One reason I like watching you is that you're really devoted to the game. Like when you stream, the reason I think that I really like watching you stream is sometimes like people talk too much when they do.
Yeah.
Like right here. And sometimes you don't want that. So like sometimes you actually want somebody who's kind of like devoted. But what you do, I mean, it's not like you don't talk at all, but what you do is like you'll be intently into it. You'll glance over at the comments, you'll take your time, and you take your time about things. You're very kind of patient. And it's like this very deliberate thing you do. Like, is that something in your mind when you think, when you're streaming? Are you actually kind of like, okay, I see this, I will get to it in a moment after I'm playing a certain amount? Or what is your thought process when you stream?
It's part and parcel. You're playing as an assassin. The game. I don't mean to be sarcastic here.
No, right.
But like you're playing as an assassin. You've got to target people who are playing the game also are entertaining the idea of being an assassin. May want to, hey, let's see how this guy does this. You know,
Yes.
So. And plus, there's a storyline, so there's going to be talking between the characters. So why should I be talking when the characters are and fulfilling the storyline? You know,
It's why
streamer,
I like you.
Shut up.
Yes, that's
You know?
why I like you.
You know,
That's why I like you.
So-
Know your audience. You know your audience, and you know
But-
the game that you're playing, and you just know when to.
Now the thing is, the difference
Right,
is
but
between
you're
you and
different,
DG.
DG.
Yeah, it's the fact
I
that
sure as hell am.
he doesn't listen to that little voice that says "shut up." He just carries on talking over that voice in his head.
your stream is different, DG man, and for different strokes, you know, different
Right.
folks, man.
Right, but I don't
So-
play a lot of that type of game
Right.
where there's. I do actually on my own time, like solo time, I do. But like when I'm streaming, like the type of game I like is kind of like either the chill back Hearthstone where you can put on songs and like talk to people because I like the interaction, or I'll put in like you know, like I'm a big Star Citizen guy, so I like big worlds and but you're right. Like I'm a little bit more social. You know what I mean? Like when I game, it's all about like talking to people and getting people involved into type things. So but that's what I like, because there are actually people that play the games that you play that talk over everything, and I can't stand that. If I like were in like if I were watching in that particular genre that you were getting into with Assassin's Creed or Division, or where there's actually like parcels of the game where people are talking, I wouldn't want somebody talking over that. And I've seen people who stream that do that. Do you know? So I think it's good that you're rooted in the game and you're rooted in your audience. And I think you actually gain a lot of popularity because you'll gain the audience that likes that type of genre, you know? So I think that's very smart. Chips found, by the way, and you know, like you're not treasure or material item NC, but I'm saying, but Chips found you for the community. You know, this is how I kind of look at things. And I was going to talk with Chips, and I want to ask Chips, like, what was it about NC that you like, Chips?
Funny enough, we were talking about this streamer earlier. Was a guy called Doc Bizzle. He was a pianist, plays the piano and sings. He's very good. He's improvised a lot of his stuff, so it's really cool. He's got the shades there, Doc Bizzle's official shades of inspiration, I believe it is. And I just came across this guy accidentally through another musical streamer, and I saw NC in the chat, and he mentioned about wanting to go into like musical streaming, and I thought, you know what? That is something completely different. We don't have that in DGN, like, at all. Like, we don't have musical people. And we have a lot of gamers, we have a lot of artists, animators, things like that. And we have people who create music, like a couple of the guys on the YouTube side of it who create their own music. But we haven't actually got a live streamer who does music as well. And after talking to NC, and obviously we'll get into this more later, but that is something obviously he wants to go into eventually. He wants to set things up for that, and I think that's a great idea. It's unique, it's interesting, and people like it. It's getting a huge market now, especially on the Twitch platform. So got chatting to him, watched a couple of his streams, thought, you know what, with a few little improvements here and there, he's great personality. He's such a positive guy. He I don't know, he's always had this positivity to him, which is completely unique as well, because there's not a lot of people you come across and think, you know what, that guy is positive. No matter anything someone could say, he's still gonna.
It's hard to find like a genuinely positive guy.
Yeah, I
on the internet. Period.
A lot of the time, even when I'm feeling like crap, I've got to put on a happy face and be like, yep, this is a great stream. I could be at the shittest of moods, but you probably do the same, NC, but
yes,
you put on such a good face for it. You always seem to the audience like a positive person, and I think that's what gets a lot of people interested in watching you. Even when something goes completely wrong in a game or something like that, you just shrug it off and be like, yeah, well, and kind of carry on as is. But it doesn't feel forced. Like sometimes you come to a stream and there's this positive vibe and you think, this is a little forced, this is very showmanship, this is very done for the camera, whereas you're kind of just yourself, which I just really like. I really liked it, and I thought, this is definitely a guy who needs to be in DGN. There's definitely someone who would
very real.
Yeah,
very
and
real.
That's what we need.
Real
we
dude.
Need real people. We need real people, real backgrounds. Unlike DG.
Yes, which I'm a complete fraud.
Yep,
it's just
absolute fraud.
If you're watching me, you're wondering why. No, I'm just teasing. Hold on, I gotta clap for 1 second, and I have to toast everybody out there. We are now past 50 streamers in our network, which is really amazing. All of them linking back to our Discord so that we can join this large conglomerate of streamers and fans and members, and I think that it's working. Over the amount of time we have done this, we now have 600 members in our Discord, and I want to continue just to grow it for everybody, and not just a me thing. It's for like a everybody thing. I want everybody who's in our network to have an audience or people that are interested in the games that we're playing and the things that we're talking about, and it's nice to see that we're growing. So congratulations to our network. I have developed a YouTube channel, which I will start to focus on coming up here in the month of September. There's only like 23 subscribers on it now, but it's a newly released DGN YouTube channel in which I'm going to start putting clips from all of our streamers onto this channel. So if you are a streamer in our network, I would highly recommend that you take past VODs and VLODs and put them onto a YouTube channel, because then I can literally take those clips and things that you put on your own YouTube channel and then put it on the community's channel, and I think that will actually help. And I'm talking with somebody right now that is a promoter, and that way we can have somebody 24/7 kind of focusing on getting our material out to the masses, which I think is hugely important for everybody that is a part of the network. So it's starting to come along now, Chips. I'm excited.
It is.
And yes, it is. It is felt like a very long uphill battle, but I'm starting to feel like the hill is not as steep, with less pebbles, less sharp things, and something up top of the hill that might vaguely look like a very interesting thing to get to. Possibly I don't know exactly what it is yet.
A flag.
Yeah, like it could be a flag. It could be a very sensual woman. I don't know what it is yet, but it makes me feel like I need to get there. Like quickly. I don't know, and I'm doing this with my hands, and I apologize right now. I don't know what I am doing with my hands. Sorry, that was terrible.
What I've noticed is over the year, like the time of doing DGN, is this wouldn't be where it is now, and where we wouldn't be at this stage without the community. And that's the huge thing about this. It's all about the community. It's all about you guys make this work, because without all you guys, there would be nothing. It would just be us
Super
attempting
appreciative.
to do something which just isn't working. Bringing people in from other communities, people bringing their own communities into this. It's a huge thing, and that's why we ask people to link our Discord into their panels. It helps us. It helps you. It's like a give and take with it. And the bigger community we have, it's better for everybody.
It's exciting. At least 7 to 8 times a week, I'll get personal messages from people in our community on things that they can do for the community, and it's becoming a little bit more prevalent. And I'm noticing where people want to do more, and that's what I think will propel us forward, and that's exciting to me because the more people that are focusing on a central spot, the more successful we're all going to be. Because I think that you have to have some type of incentive. You have to have some type of desire, both as a fan, both as a streamer, to want to see this succeed. And I think that having somebody to play games with, that's cool, is a very cool thing. Like having a home that you can be like, you know what, just bought this new game, let me go to DGN, see if anybody wants to play the game. So like at the very beginning of this, it was very difficult for people to find other people on our network. The more I'm looking at our Discord, the more I'm starting to see people do different things. And that's what I like. I actually like to see people just landing here and saying, oh, I want to play this game or that game. And people are like, cool. It's been far and few between, but it's starting to kind of just mesh now. And that's what's exciting for me, is that I give people a place to have that opportunity. And also on the other side of the spectrum, so that people who are actually making content have an audience as well. And I think the more that we focus here on our community, the better it's going to be for everybody. And I don't think there's a lot of places like that. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I'm just shooting in the dark here, but I don't think there's a lot of places that actually are kind of tending to people's personal wants and needs when it comes to gaming. I don't really think there is. So I think it's something that could turn into something amazing and big. And I always feel like I'm right on the cusp, and I get really excited. And then Chip says something like, settle down. Or and it's very British, man. It was a very proper thing, and I go, you're right, I have to settle down. I'm very excited about seeing our streamers now being showcased. This was Chip's idea.
Actually,
and it's a fun thing for me.
That's the thing. No, that's the thing, because originally it was NC's idea, and that's why
NC's idea, right?
Originally he contacted us and said, look, what would be a great idea, and this was on DGN Unite. He was like, this would be a great idea to chat with and have like a conference with people.
And it is.
Yeah, and it's a great idea. And when he said that, I went straight to GDS. So, look, NC's had a great idea. We need to do this. This would be a great idea.
Yes, I forgot you had said that. Yep. Apologies, NC. Yeah. So it's a great idea, and I think it's important that we continue these. So we're trying to do at least 1 to 2 a month. Next month I want to do 2 and get 2 streamers on here as well. But let's focus back on NC here. Can we give a shout out to his channel for the people that are watching right now? I think it's important that we give him a little shout out. And people who are watching right now, if you could go over there and give him a follow, give him some love. NC, what would you say? Like, how would you endorse your channel? Like, what would you say to endorse your channel? Like, how? Go ahead, talk to us a little bit.
If you're looking for a place to chill out, a place that's loaded with positivity, like you guys were talking about earlier, if you're looking for a place where you believe that laughter is the best medicine, if you're looking for a place where you like the Assassin's Creed series, because that's the majority of what I play, and third-person games, I play other things besides Assassin's Creed, usually on the weekend, and sometimes I stream on the weekend, sometimes I don't, just streamer's choice, obviously. Like Ghost Recon and Division, and what else? The new game that's coming out, the second part of the cowboy game.
The Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. So if you're looking for that type of atmosphere, and as Chips has already alluded to, I try to be a genuine, authentic guy. I'm not all about fake, man. What you see is what you get. This life is too short, guys, for throwing up fakeness. just let your genuineness and you know,
I love that about you, dude.
authentic.
You're very authentic.
Yeah, let that show. Thank you. Let
You're
that show, and if people don't like it, you know, let them worry about
it. Doesn't matter,
that.
right? And that is what is I'm trying to get across to the audience, especially those that want to stream or that are streaming, is that attitude will propel you forward. You just be yourself and you do what you like, and people will gravitate to the things that you like. The people that actually like the things that you like are going to follow and watch you. And if you are consistent, consistency is key, though. In this type of field, in this genre, Chips and NC and I all know that consistency is key. So you should do this at least 3 to 4 times a week if you're streaming. Try that at least 3 times a week. And at least like 2 hours at a time or so, because if you don't do that, then you're not going to gather an audience, and because they're going to see that you're not really serious about being there for them. So they think, well, why am I going to be there for you? You know, so that's something that I think is really important for people who are just starting out, to realize that you really have to be there for them if you're expecting people to be there for you. Like, it just makes sense, you know, like that's the business that it is.
Sorry, I'm
but
gonna have
the
to
other
cut
thing
you,
too.
cut
Go
you
ahead,
here
Chips.
just because we need to take a break.
All right, cool.
Oh, and there it goes. We will be right back. It happens. Don't
Super
jump.
professional.
I'm
Hashtag
glad.
professional. I love it, because Matt comes in here and he starts throwing shade on the stream. I actually love that. So interestingly enough, so I'm reading some of the comments in chat right now, and I see that Saps is saying Chips looks out of place with his hair and such because he's with 2 older bald men. And I thought to myself while we pre-stream, while we were getting ready for this, Chips goes, "You know what I did, DG?" He's like, "This shows my commitment to the channel here." Is what did you spill, Chips?
Nothing. Just
Jeez.
ignore that.
Professional. Hashtag professional. Yeah. So Chips says to me, he goes, "You know what, DG? I had to ditch a hot date, you know, to be here. So that's hashtag commitment." I'm like, why? Like, why did you dump or miss an opportunity with a very hot woman? And I don't know what Chips thinks about it, but I'm thinking that Chips just likes older bald men, and he's just attracted to.
Actually, you know what? I even said I said that to her as well. I said, "Oh, yeah." She's like, "Oh, you haven't got another date planned?" I was like, "Yeah, a date with 2 bloody bald Americans."
Like,
I was like, oh.
Could you imagine what this girl must be like? Chips is like, no, I'm sorry, I can't go out with you right now. I have a date with 2 older, balder gentlemen, and that was it. That was it.
She understood.
Bald is beautiful, baby.
Completely.
Bald is beautiful.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. No, she said, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah.
That's what she said. All
Okay,
right, so
so
we're back with NC. We're professional.
What I wanted to say just before we had a break there was the one thing I did notice about NC when he first joined DGN was he instantly went to DG himself and said, "Hey, look, I want to have an AC channel. Is this okay?" And that's something that surprised me, because we out of all the people who came to join us, there wasn't really anybody who kind of put some initiative in there and said, "Hey, look, this is something I'm interested in. Can we get other people in the community to check this out as well?" And we're just like, yes, yeah, this is great. This is what we need. This is what we definitely need in our group. We need people who are wanting to be proper community members and say, "Look,"
right.
And he turned around and said, "Look, I will deal with it. I will post in it." And he has done. He's stuck to his word with it, and it's been going fine ever since. It's like,
and it's great.
And that was something that really stood out for me as a community member and somebody who's really trying as well to get involved. And it really does. People do notice, and people, you know, it gives you such a good name as well. Just for the fact that, you know, this whole thing is all about community, like I was saying before, and you're showing that you really want to be involved with the community. You get involved and show what you've got, which is huge, which is great. And we're back. Sorry about that. Internet just cut out completely. I was just saying to the guys there,
Pay your bills, man. Pay your daggum bills.
2 weeks of no issues, like no issues whatsoever.
Silly.
And then boom, like.
Chips, you're supposed to be professional. You're my technician. You're supposed to keep the shit running, Chips.
Sorry.
What are you doing to my show, damn it? This is supposed to be a professional show. It's a bad reflection on everything's gonna be ruined. No.
Hey, Chips,
we're
man.
back.
We love you.
Well, that's all right, then. That makes it all better.
It's a love fest here on the channel. Well, it's nice to see that people stuck around for us to come back and be professional. I think I was in the middle of a thought, but I forgot it.
Yeah, it's fine.
If I point this way again, do I point this way or this way? I can't remember
Still
which
either-
way I
yeah,
point.
down.
But NC, this is all a big ruse, actually. NC just wanted to cover his baldness. He just said, you know what? Shut the stream down. I'm putting on a hat. We all know what I had that phase. Chips, do you remember the phase I had where I had to...
hats all the time?
I was wearing hoods and hats, and now I was putting glasses on. I still like the shades. I still rock the
I
shades.
could shave my beard.
But I had that
and
whole
change the
phase.
hair if you really
But
want.
lady says that baldness is sexy, so that's good.
Where's
Lady
my
knows.
razor?
Bald is beautiful.
Where's
baby.
my razor?
Bald is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, lady knows what's
Anyway,
up.
back to what we were saying.
Yes.
Like earlier
What were we saying, Chips?
in the stream, I was mentioning musical streams. Now, NZ wants to go into that. Tell us a bit more about that, because you don't always want to just do games.
Okay. Just hold tight with me here, okay?
Okay, holding.
Little bit of a long story, so maybe this will fill the time.
I missed the question. What was the question?
Alrighty then.
I'm just fucking with you guys. Go ahead.
Squirrel.
Roll the credits.
Hold on.
Brain.
Welcome to my brain. No. Go ahead.
Darn. So anyway, I come from a musical family. I've got some cousins that have. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Gaither family, but they do gospel music, and they've sung with them. Plus, I've been raised in a family that's done piano and done all other kinds of instruments and stuff. In fact, as a kid, I took piano lessons, and then sports got in the way. It took over, so I dropped the piano lessons and did like baseball and basketball. And then when high school came around, my junior year in high school, I tried out for the highest singing group at my high school, and they took me on. They said, "Yeah, come on." And so I did my junior year and senior year with the highest singing group there at Millbrook Senior High School here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then when I went college, I kept my singing career going and sang at the first 2 years I went to college. I went to St. Andrews in Laurinburg, North Carolina, sang with them, and we did an Eastern Seaboard tour of the cathedrals that are along the Eastern Seaboard tour, or eastern part of America. And you talk about the acoustics in those places, man. That was crazy. And then
Now, will you sing for your stream?
that's what I'm leading up to. Give me just a minute.
Okay.
So, I was there for 2 years, sang with that college. Then I transferred up to Appalachian State University in Boone, North Carolina. Finished my college career there, but I sang with a local church, and we actually took a 24-hour bus trip my spring break, senior spring break. Say that 10 times fast. Out to Fort Worth, Dallas, Arlington, Texas, and we got Christian Seminary Baptist worship leader out there. And man, that was an experience out there. We did a tour out there, and then came back. It was wonderful. I sing for my church here on the praise team here, and I've just been singing like crazy. love the guys that are on Twitch that I watch, like Pint Size Fun and Doc Bizzle.
I like her actually.
Yeah.
I've seen
man.
her before.
Last night she had her 5,000 follower Disney party. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
yeah, just love to sing, man. And on what you were leading up to there, DG, is that I had the thought of maybe going along the lines of Doc Bizzle. He has a very positive, very upbeat type of stream where he, has a playlist or song list that he has the people in chat pick songs from, and he'll play those songs. I was thinking of doing the same thing instrument right now. I would do kind of a karaoke type of a thing where people would pick the song, and I would
be down for that. I would actually, I love it. I think that's a great idea. I actually just released today on my YouTube channel Star Citizen the Musical. I don't know if anybody is aware of this, but I love to sing when I stream, and I think that my performance on it was absolutely probably some of the best tenor actions since Pavarotti himself. Like this was classic music that nobody has really ever witnessed in the age where musicals really need to be just really endorsed by the younger community. They need to just gravitate behind this. Don't you think, Chips?
Oh, definitely.
Don't you think? Okay, so I want you guys to check it out on my YouTube channel. I want your opinion on this. And see, go to my YouTube channel and watch my musical. It's just a sneak peek. It's a sneak peek, okay? But when the game has FOIP, which is this word that means face over internet protocol, and what that means is that you'll be able in the game to put the camera on your face. It'll map your face, and when you talk, your character's face will do like if I'm like this, my character's eyebrows will go right, and then like if I go like I actually try and like do like this, my character will be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" and won't know what to do. But after I do that, this is going to be a musical of epic proportions. Nobody's ready. I don't think anybody's ready for this at all.
On a super serious note.
And I want NC in my musical. I'm telling you right now, I want NC as a character. In this musical, I will literally buy him a ship so he can get into the game, because I want NC to sing in my musical. I want anybody. Relum, you too. I know you love Star Citizen. Relum, I want you in the musical. Hey Pies, what's going on, dude? It's good to see you in the stream. I want anybody that wants to be in my musical that feels like they have the ability to sing to be in this musical. It's going to be probably the best thing that the internet has ever seen. I'm just saying that. Maybe I'm being a little bit too overzealous here, NC, but I think that you will appreciate it. So go check that out. I'm sorry, NC.
That's
go
okay.
Check out NC.
That musical part is still, down the road somewhere. So, but for now, Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Should do an Assassin's Creed musical. I think it'll do really good.
Yeah, I could sing while I'm killing somebody during Assassin's Creed.
On a serious
It's going to be a
though,
thing. It's going to be a thing. I just started. Go ahead.
People might not know this about DG, but he is actually a genuinely good singer, even though he doesn't show it very well on his.
No, Chips is actually right. Like, I get nervous singing and like actual singing, so like I will do a mock singing in front of people that is really not good, but you could almost hear it when you listen to it type singing, and you're like, I bet this guy could sing if he really tried, but I won't give that to you. I will give you my mock singing, and my mock singing is all that you will get.
But you did used to release on YouTube some musical pieces that you made your own.
I did have a couple on my vlog channel. I did. Thank you, Chips, for sharing my most intimate of
you're welcome.
Details to the entire nation.
You're welcome. But no,
thank you so much.
I don't think many people know about your singing background of that, and it is really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
I think NC's to a standard as well of, I think he should definitely go ahead and do this and show people what his talent is. He's a good singer and he needs to get it out there. So I'm well up for helping out in whatever way I can to get you to be able to do that.
Yeah, same here. I think that would be a fun. I like the karaoke idea, and see, I think it's a good idea. I like that.
You know that
I like
you know that song, "Catch a Falling Star and Put 'em in Your Pocket."
Chips. By the way, Chips, they're still telling you that you need your mic level up.
Okay, that's
You
the
know
highest,
that song?
highest it can go.
Okay. Go ahead, NC. Sorry.
You know that song, "Catch a Falling Star and Put 'em in Your Pocket, Never Let It Go Away."
Mm-hmm.
Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Okay, so that was just a little taste there. Anyway, that's what Chips is to me, man. Yeah, I need to catch Chips and put him in my pocket so I can bring him out of my every now and then and have him whisper those kind words every now and then, man. He just, I love his encouragement, man. He's just like that
Chips.
that little angel on my right shoulder saying, yes, NC, you can do it, man, and I will be with you when you want to do that. You know, he's just an awesome encourager, and I appreciate you, brother.
He is. He really is. He's been that way for me all the years I've known him. Like, if I've ever been down, Chips is always there, like lifting my spirits up, saying something positive to me. He's a very big supportive pillar for me in the community. He's always been the guy there. That's why he's my right-hand man, dude. Like, he will always be the vice president to my president. He will always be trying to think of who Obama's vice president was, because I'm not going to use Pence. I'm not going to use the Trump Pence analogy. I'm not doing that.
It'd probably be the more correct analogy, but
that's horrible. That's horrible. So anyway, I think that today's
supporter.
I would say this. I would say this for today's stream. And Chips, tell me if I'm prematurely ending the stream. Let me know that I need to go a little bit longer.
okay.
But I want to say this. I would like to say this. The NC is a pleasure to have in the community. So I really appreciate you, NC. I really appreciate the amount of devotion and the amount of attention that you put towards our community. And I really wish there were more people like you in our community, because I think we'd be a lot farther ahead. So please, if somebody could shout out his channel. I tried it earlier, Chips, and for some reason it did not link his channel. I did a shout out command, or one of my mods. I know Lady's a mod. If let me try it real quick here. Let's do it again here.
So
and for some reason it's
what we'll do is we'll have another really quick break.
Okay.
And then we will go on to review the channel itself. Go
yes.
through that. And
okay.
Then,
good.
And then
good.
we can call it there. So what we'll do is we'll have a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
And, we'll see you after this.
Awesome. Chips, you are so discombobulated right now. You know what?
I really am.
NC and I were talking about while you were away.
What's that?
During our last break, and what Chips was doing was what I found out, that I did not know this previously to this very moment, Chips, is that when you are not talking to us, your accent is very thick. You have a
brother.
Oh, could you hear me?
It's with two C's.
I really do.
There's a very heavy accent
a lot of people who know me personally, like through online, a bit like my moderator Shade and people like that you've met before, and Rolf. We've done podcasts together, and there's been times I've had to go out and chat, and they were so confused because I have such a telephone voice.
Are a wily one. 8 years almost I have known you. First time that I actually witnessed the thickness to the accent, the dialect, much thick.
You saved it there. You saved it.
I think that you. I think.
Well,
that
I was like, "Is that English?" Oh my god!
We didn't know. Like, what the fuck? Like, NC and I were like, "How can you, what language? What language is this?" We didn't even understand what you were saying, you know, Chips. And I would like you to. Can you please just? You're so refined. This is what I'm learning about you, Chips. And this is new. I never learn new things about you, Chips. I've known you for so long, but this is a very new fact, and I'm intrigued by this. Can you please just talk the way that you normally talk
I physically can't. It's really difficult.
Can't.
It's
You
really
can't.
difficult.
Why don't you put him in a fishbowl, DG?
No. I want him to do this for the stream right now because nobody knows this about Chips, and
Talk,
neither
doggy.
did I.
Big doggy, talk.
I almost feel betrayed right now. I'm like, Chips never ever displayed
Sit,
any
boy.
accent to me. I am so upset right now. I am NC. I am upset beyond all me. I'm like, he has hidden this from me. This accent that I had no idea about.
The
Oh my
problem is,
goodness,
though,
Chips.
when you were listening, you couldn't understand what I was saying, and that's the issue. That's why
Roll
I have
over,
this
Chips.
telephone voice.
Bark, Chips.
God damn it, Chips. See, you're terrible, dude. I don't. But I would like to hear this thicker accent that Chips
It's a
has.
northern
can't do it.
accent.
You can't do it. You've trained yourself not to do it. Is this
That
correct?
is exactly correct. I've completely
Yeah.
changed. Like,
Ridiculous.
it's just automatic. Like, as
Christy.
soon as I'm here, it.
Hold on a
in
second.
front of the
Christy, are you
camera,
coming
that's
down
it.
the stairs? Guess what I just learned about Chips? He has a completely different
Multiple
accent.
personality.
Yeah, it's a multiple personality. Chips, NC is right.
Sorry.
Chips has multiple personalities, honey. I just figured this out. Chips has multiple personalities. I don't know what to think now. My whole mind and my whole reality is blown. I feel like Neo when he woke up in the Matrix. I don't know what to think anymore.
The blue pill or the red?
I just took the red pill, NC. I just took the red pill. Chips is here. He's on. You can see on the screen right here, honey. You see? No, he's on this one right over here. You can see Chips. Look at him. He's fashionable. He's got the blue. Look at him. He looks like he's dressed for success. And NC and I are just the American twats. Look at him.
Speak
Look
for
at him.
yourself, twat.
Sorry, NC. I'm just trying to create some entertainment value here. But look, Chips, and he's dressed for success, and he has a very thick accent that I did not know about till today. I have to. I don't know what to think, Chips. Now I don't know. You've ruined my whole reality has been shattered. Relum says this isn't real. This isn't real. Look at Relum. That is really funny. What, babe? You're gonna have to because you're not gonna be able to see it because we didn't broadcast.
Because DG likes to go on to his own little tangents. You see.
Sorry, Chips. Sorry, everybody on the stream. I'm going through a personal crisis right now. One of my best friends has hidden the fact that he actually talked in a different manner. Okay, hold on a second. I need to take a drink. Christy, I need a drink. I need more beer, honey. No, you're not my beer wench, but like, if you love me, you will please give me another beer.
He's
so
just
that I can
found out
accept
some
it.
absolute devastating information, and he needs alcohol.
I'm devastated. I am. There is like. Christy,
Anyway,
make him stop
while we
talking.
still have
Go
some
ahead.
time.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
come on, DG, go. We're gonna look at. Yep, yeah, that's the thing.
Reel him in. I'm used to that. I'm used to everybody doing that.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you so much. This show has been sponsored by Great Lakes Oktoberfest to make me forget about the fact that one of my best friends have hidden an actual accent from me for over 7 years. Thank you, Great Lakes, for doing so.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chips.
All right, so we're gonna have a quick look at NC's channel. NC came to the community quite fresh-faced, new to this, to all of it really.
You're fresh-faced, NC.
Affiliate, wasn't even affiliate back then. You were like a newborn baby. It was beautiful.
Like an adorable small child that you love sitting on your doorstep, delivered by a pelican or stork, as it were.
So originally,
you opened it up and you thought to yourself, "Oh, sorry."
So originally, the panels were all over the place. The artwork was non-existent, or at least very minimal, or just brought from paint by the looks of it. No offense, NC, but it was limited.
Yeah, I was on the
but
PS4. I was streaming on the PS4.
It was, yeah, and you had a totally different style, layout, all of that. It was the original PS4 layout, so you had your little grey box for your text in from directly from the PS4. You had your webcam in this tiny little corner box. So you've changed it all quite a lot. So we're just gonna have a quick look. You've branded yourself. You've got a proper brand now. You know, this red, the colours of the North Carolinian flag. Is that right? I am right in that one. Yep. And you've kind of incorporated this in your logo, which is here. You can see the N and C, nice together. What I've noticed is you've just started up a merch shop as well, which is awesome. I think DG's just got into that as well. How are you both finding it? 'Cause I've not decided to go for it, but what do you guys feel? Do you think it's worth it? Do you like what would you say to people who haven't gone?
Go ahead. I don't know if NC. Why don't we list the NC first since we're showcasing them?
Yeah, like what do you think of the merch?
Yeah, in fact, okay, so the story is that there's this website called customink.com that outside of when I started the merchandise stuff, I like to develop shirts of my own from that particular website. Well, I thought, hey, why don't I use them to develop my shirts for Twitch? And that didn't work out because they wanted 37 shirts to be bought before they printed one. And I was like, nah, that's not going to happen. So I got rid of them, and Doc actually told me, hey, man, try Streamlabs, because they actually have a merch store that will do it for you, do everything you want for you. So I developed a cup, a poster, and a shirt using the merch store on Streamlabs OBS, and just did everything right there. And I think Hectic Gaming said he was going to go on there sometime next week and grab a NC shirt. So if you guys are big fans, followers, or whatnot, go on there, see if you like a mug, and hit it.
Buy something and give them props, man.
So what?
That's what like. I've got some. Would you like to hear chips from what I have to say?
I would.
So for interest, for it's very easy to use. I'm using Streamlabs as well as like NC is also. I've used Spreadshirt in the past. Spreadshirt's a nice company. I've used there's a particular site I can't think of right now. Can't think of it. Anyhow, I've used 3 different vendors. I actually like Streamlabs. It's easy. Streamlabs is incorporated into your OBS basically, and I've sold 3 pieces of merchandise. Now I've got some interesting information for everybody. The merch that we're selling right now that has been selling is the DGN mug. So we've sold 3 of those so far. Now, you know, I've never liked the pricing ever. I will say that right now, like, it is like ridiculous. Like, you know, like I don't want to sell a mug for $15, but that's the minimum price you can sell it at. Like, I would actually like to sell the mug for like fucking $9. You see what I'm saying? Like $8-9 for a mug, I think is fair. But they're bumping it up because it's basically like being distributed through a third party, right? So like you're only getting your percentage. The streamer only gets a percentage of the sale. We don't get the whole thing, you know, like God forbid we actually make money doing what we're doing, you know, like, oh, you know, that what a novel idea. But what we did was I set up some designs that were some of the designs are that I had purchased, the DGN logo, some of the designs that you actually made, Chips, like the RNGesus Owl and the Star Citizen Owl. I'm working on that one right now, but it's very easy to take your logos, transpose them onto the merchandise. It's like 2 clicks, you know, you just upload your image, you put it on the merchandise. Now, the first sale of the cup garnered out of the $15, I made $2 and some odd cents. This is what we did, right? The second cup that I sold, the second mug I sold, I made $3. I don't know exactly what's going on. The third cup I sold, I'm almost at $4. So it seems as if when the merchandise starts to sell, you get larger cuts. So that is particular information that streamers should know, also for fans too, so that you guys understand that I'm not making the full $15 off of the sale. I'm only making like a percentage of the sale, but it does help those that are actually streaming because it gives us the initiative and the drive to say, hey, I want to stream more. Like, what a fucking idea. Like, okay, so like you're actually helping us by like saying, hey, I'm financing you guys, I'm helping you guys. It gives us the initiative, it gives us the drive to actually get on here and be here for you guys so that you have something to watch that's entertaining. You know, that is the thing that I think is really important for the audience to understand, is that, like, you know, yes, I love to do this. Yes, I could just do this for nothing if I wanted to. I don't like need to have this, but it certainly does help to see something beneficial financial coming from this, because then it goes, because you know why, it gives us like a drive, it gives us like certain drive. The more we see, the more we're like, I'm gonna stream, it just clicks. It becomes like a natural thing. You push OBS, you start streaming, it feels better that way. If you don't feel like you have the support, why the fuck would you come back on and start streaming for people when you don't feel that you have the support? So you need that support, you need your audience. And that's why we are doing the showcases, so that people like NC, 100, 200 followers, you know, like, these people need the most help. They need the most love. They need the most support, so that they feel like, you know what? I feel good about pushing the start stream button. You know, like, I actually want to stream because I know that I have people backing me up. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, so that people actually have a platform where they feel they have a community that is there to support them, and they feel like they have an audience, and they say, you know what, I feel good about what it is that I'm doing. Because goddamn, wouldn't it be great, guys, if we could actually make a living off of this? You know, like, if we could actually do this for a living, that's all I'd want to do. That's all I'd want to do.
So what we're looking at right now... Thank you for that. It was very passionate. What we're looking at right now is one of his recent videos. I think this was yesterday video. So you've just incorporated your new your intro sequence and stuff. What we're going with the idea of that, you have just changed your stream to specifically Assassin's Creed. So he contacted us, said, look, I want to try and get a new intro, outro, the BRB screen. I want it to incorporate Assassin's Creed. Is there something you can make? I've been looking at this, I've been looking at that. Is there something you can do for us? And you know, he's got involved with the community. He's asked for help, and we've helped him. And we've got him set up with this stuff. And I must say, it looks good because you're now promoting the Assassins thing completely. You've got it in your panels. You've got the cap on all the time, and you've got these. You've got this new overlay, which one of your fans made for you, which I thought was great. This kind of these pillars and this top very. There's some Assassin's Creed symbols around and stuff like that, which is really cool. You're like kind of making yourself a brand. And I said this when we were talking to Shaz, is like, branding as a streamer is very important.
Yes.
You need to be able to brand yourself well. Marketing, it gets people. It makes people realize, look, this person's serious about what they're doing. They enjoy what they're doing, and this is someone I could definitely, see more of. I would happily see this logo and think, yep, that's that guy. I've seen him before. He's awesome. So you've definitely got your branding down a lot better now, and now that you've actually picked something specific to work on, because DG back in the day did a lot of Star Citizen stuff and worked around Star Citizen. That's where he got a lot of his audience, because you
Elite Dangerous,
focused, right? Yeah, you focused on those games, and yeah, you play other games as well, but they were your main focus. Obviously, you've changed it around a bit, and you've become a lot more
definitely
variety.
Like people don't know what to expect right now. They're at the stage where they're like, you're not doing Star Citizen Elite Dangerous. No, I am, but like I do like to play other games. That's why I'm called DaGaimez. And that's the stage. People are like saying, I don't know, like is he like Star Citizen guy, or who is this guy? Like they're at a phase right now where they're trying to figure out if they like me or not. That's where I'm at right now.
But
they should love me. Just saying. Go ahead, Chips.
But what NC does is he is letting people know, even when they've just joined this for the first time, that he will turn around and tell them, look, I do mainly Assassin's Creed, but I'm also on the weekends I'm doing this and this. You can stick around for that. He's wanting to brand that differently to his normal weekday Assassin's Creed stuff, which is an awesome idea, because why would you have Assassin's Creed stuff while you're playing other games? It just confuses people. Makes total sense. So here we are looking at you playing this game. I'm just going to go full screen so people can see more of this stuff. So you can see, obviously, you're looking
He's
well
really
into your
intense,
game.
Chips.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
like
into
when
the
he
game.
plays these games, I love watching his face. Like my favorite thing to do is, and he has like the best part about watching NC is that like he has these little blurbs of like commentary after something happens on the movie sequences. Look at his face right now. You can see like he is involved. Look. He is like, what the hell is going? Like what? And then like he'll sometimes he'll say something. I relish the moments when he says like these little blurbs. Like NC says the best one-liners that I have ever heard when I'm watching a stream.
Man, that's been growing up with James Bond and Alden Katz, man, that have the one-liners in movies. The movies so
best.
Much.
Oh, Wolf has a
Oh my
question in
gosh.
chat. Go ahead, Wolf. Go ahead and ask that while we're talking. But go ahead. Yeah, it's great. He's so intently into like this is why I love watching him. Look at the intensity. Like he is like absolutely absorbed into the game when he's playing it. This is why I love watching NC.
I can't go that way because that guard's facing that way.
right. Like I feel like I'm playing the game with you. That is why I love watching you. Like I've taken my time watching your stream, man. Like I've actually had a good 5 sit downs over an hour at a time watching you, just enjoying watching you like intently playing the game, because I literally will feel sometimes like I am playing the game with you. Like I literally feel like I'm like no. Like I'll be like no, don't do that. Like you know, and it's really fun watching you. But the best part about, for me personally, my opinion, watching your stream is when you like you'll say something off the cuff that like really kind of cracks me up every once in a while. You know, it's really great. It's really fun
There'll
to
be
watch
times where I actually explain every single move I make, or just certain, so that people know why in the world did you do that? You know,
right
in the sequence of things. So,
yeah.
So I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there. We have overrun slightly. But last few things I just wanted to mention to the people who are watching. You know, you sat and watched NC for a bit. You see he's a chill guy. Go check out his channel, please, and go hit the follow button. It means a lot to our community. You know, this is why we do this. We're doing the spotlights to help and promote our team. You know, we all are here to help each other. But if you could go across and just throw him a follow, you know, go say hi in his chat now and again. You know,
yes,
it really does help us out as a community. And that, like I said before, this is exactly why we are doing these spotlights. So even if it's just a couple of you guys hit that follow, it makes a difference.
Yeah, please do, guys. It helps us out as a community, and it also gives us support we need for every individual streamer. We have over 50 now, and I think it's really important that we start backing up the people that are actually supporting, like NC is, the community 100%. Like, I have never felt a lack of support from NC. Ever since NC has gotten into our community, he has always had like some type of feedback, something to say, and I appreciate that, NC. You know, like I haven't told you enough. I appreciate you on like that you are doing this for the community is why I am putting the time to say I want to talk to you. You know, that's why I wanted you on this second episode, because I was like, I want NC here because I need to talk to NC and actually promote him, because he is somebody who has supported us, and when people have our back, I will have your back.
Appreciate that, DG. A lot, man.
I mean it, man. I mean it.
And on that, we will say thank you very much for joining us. Sorry we had to cut it slightly short, you know, technical difficulties and everything. But
dang, I wanted to get my questions in.
Oh, well, if you
wait, let him ask. Let him ask though, Chips. Let him ask. This is great.
Go on.
We need question time. Question time needs to be part of the stream.
Did Wolf have a question as well?
The showcase. Yes.
I wanted to say to DG, you somebody about your invisible friend, man. That your invisible friend issue, Pepe. You gotta see somebody.
Pepe's not invisible.
You gotta see
Pepe's not invisible. Pepe pissed me off.
You're not hearing me. You've got to see somebody about that invisible friend issue.
Pepe's not invisible. Pepe is real, and Pepe is an illegal immigrant who works here, who is lucky that he works here, and that I am taking a risk bringing Pepe in here. He is my technician.
See somebody about that.
He is my technician, and I challenged him. I beat him in Hearthstone, episode 3. I beat him in Hearthstone.
See somebody about that issue. Second thing is, man, you look like Lex Luthor. What?
This is one bald man going to the next.
In the world? Are you like his
I would make a
twin
great
or
Lex
something?
Luthor. I would make a
my
great Lex Luthor. I never thought about that,
gosh.
see, but I think you're right. I would make a wonderful Lex Luthor.
Either
Somebody
that-
else was saying that I look like David Draymond from Disturbed. Somebody was saying that too, as well. Bald men with with soul patches look very similar. Just saying. Go ahead.
the hair on the chin. What's that all about, man?
I love it. This is where my soul is contained. My soul is here. Like when people ask me about my soul, because I've had this since I was very young, and people say I'm not sure about this thing.
Dude,
and
you are hairless everywhere else.
I have to
Why
have
not go
hair.
for the Mr. Clean look?
No, I can't.
Instead,
My soul.
Dude, you look like the V from Vendetta, man. Come on.
Hey.
If he wore
I
a
have
white
to
shirt.
have.
Dude, go for Mr. Clean. I did, and I'm the most
I'm
beautiful
sorry,
thing
my
that you've
soul
ever
is
seen
contained.
on this network, baby.
Love it. I love it. That's great. Oh, tonight, by the way, I would like to advertise this. Tonight, Christy and I are going to be playing Jackbox. Chips, I'm sorry. NC, I'm sorry. I have to let people know that tonight, Christy and I are going to be playing Jackbox. I'm not quite sure. I think it's around the 9 or 10 o'clock area. We will be playing Jackbox for the community. All you need is a phone. It's absolutely free. It's a fun game. Christy is the only game that Christy likes. Now, people, I need your help.
I thought she liked Outlast.
I need your help, Chips. I've always wanted a gamer girl. I have been running around ragged for Christy, guys. 24 hours. Can I put this little rant? I want to put this little rant out here real quick.
Here it comes.
24 hours I have been doing shit for Christy. And Christy knows this because she knows I'm upset. I have been running around trying to help her find a place. We found the place. Oh my God. 7 hours I was driving yesterday. 7 hours. I think I put 1,000 miles on my car. I finally got back at 11 o'clock. I had to drive my kids around to football games, blah, 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 blah. I was dead tired. I woke up the next day. You know what she wants to do? She wants to do some garage sailing for some furniture and shit. I went to a estate sale today. I basically got done exactly before this interview here with NC. 24 hours. I'm so happy to be with you guys. I'm so happy. Tonight, Jackbox with the community. And look forward to NC actually doing some karaoke. I want to join in on that, NC. Like, I actually want to do that. You let me know, put it in our Discord, advertise that, and I will sing. I will sing. I like the karaoke idea.
Sweet.
Yeah.
If that materializes, I will.
I love it. And I want you in my musical.
Carolina.
I want you in my Star Citizen musical. I want you in the Star Citizen musical. I will take community money to buy you a $45 ship so that you can play the game. You get in the game, you create a character. Once the FOIP comes out, which is the face over internet protocol, you get in front of there, you get a character. We're going to figure out a song for you. It's going to be written and devoted specifically towards you. You let me know with a genre, and I want your character to sing for the masses. I want it. Star Citizen the musical. Okay. All right, Chips.
Alright.
I love Chips' faces. Okay, I'm done. I'm
out.
done. Tonight, 10 o'clock, Jackbox. Thank you, NC. It was a pleasure having you on here, NC. Chips,
Thank you,
always a
DG.
pleasure.
Obviously.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure for both of you. But Chips, you better start fucking talking in your... I am really upset at you, Chips. Talk in your thick accent. Talk in your thick accent now. You be real with the people like NC is real. I want...
Yo, represent.
Represent, Chips.
I can't even switch off. That's the problem. I'm physically trying to, and I cannot just switch off from it. It's like as soon as I get away from the computer, that is it. It is gone. But then as soon as I come anywhere near the computer, it clicks in, and I'm like, It's one of these things. It's just crazy. It's
Wow.
What I'll do is I'll try and record some. Because actually, when we were doing our last podcast, we accidentally recorded some, so I'll just post that up so you can listen to nonsense.
That looks great. That would look great. I would love to listen to all of that. You need to put that on there. I think people need to know the true chips. I think people don't know the true chips.
No, they don't. You're right.
You're right.
You're right, aye.
You're right. Aye.
That's it. That's it there. Right. I'm ending
we
this
done?
before before it gets too complicated.
All right.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. Go hit him a follow. Please go.
Yes.
Do it right now.
Follow NC. Help him out. Do something. Have we raised his count, Chips?
I believe so.
Can we
Let's
go to
just
his
double
channel
check.
and look at his count and just make sure that something happened here so that I feel good about us as a community?
Let's have a look. So we're at
Let NC
122.
verify this, because I will not leave until people actually follow NC. I will be upset if nobody has followed him.
I don't know. You'll have to let us know,
here.
NC. I'm not too sure. Let's try and get it up, guys.
Let's see here. Let's go to his channel. Put a link.
I don't know how
somewhere.
outdated this this browser thing is, because it's through OBS browser and not an actual browser. So
Okay, I'm looking right now. North Carolinian has 121 followers. Does that sound like it's a little up from where you were at, NC?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me,
awesome.
Do we have an effect, Chips? Chips, do we have an effect?
I think we do have a slight effect.
I want to have some type of an effect. I don't want to be like a limp penis. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, it's definitely going off the
want
rails now. Let's say goodbye and thank you very much.
I want to be like Viagra for the man. I want to have an effect.
Well, thank you very much, guys, for watching
Alrighty
this
then.
spotlight. Thank you, NC, for joining us. You're awesome.
Let DGN be
yeah,
the hard
thank
penis the NC needs.
And on that note, goodbye.